Project Octopath Traveler is good. Really, really good. And I'm gonna tell you why. Back before the Switch came out, there was a short trailer for a new SquareEnix game that looked like a 2D sprite-based game of yesteryear, but with pseudo 3D graphics. Was this a new Chrono Trigger? Final Fantasy? Secret of Mana? No, it was Project Octopath Traveler. Working title.
Jeez, talk about a working title. That's like calling the GameCube Dolphin.
Come on, man, this is a preview. Can you shut up for once?
I don't have to take this. I'm going home.
Let's break down the name. This is a game in the style of Saga Frontier, or more appropriately, Live Alive, a Japanese-only RPG I reviewed a few years ago. You play through 8 separate tales with an eventual 9th tale, and then all of them converge in the end. Octopath refers to the 8 characters. They each have their own path. Traveler is the code name that they have given each character's special ability, as well as the name of the save spots. It remains to be seen if there will be an endgame scenario or a 9th scenario once you beat all 8, but suffice it to say, the name will likely change. There is even a brief spot where they mention Live to Live in the dialogue, though I doubt this game is related. All the characters seem to share the same world and can become party members to whomever story you have chosen. In this demo, you are allowed to play the opening chapter of Oberic Eisenberg, the legendary warrior, and Primrose, an exotic dancer. Each scenario begins with a brief backstory that sets up the character's reason for being there and obvious unfinished business in their past that will lead them to going on some sort of epic journey. Oberic has the ability to challenge anyone to a duel, gaining minor experience and items from victories, and sometimes gaining access to areas you wouldn't have otherwise. You also have the ability to beat the sense into people.
Oh man, Jean-Claude Van Damme knows a thing or two about beating some sense into people.
There is a side quest system that allows you to trigger certain events for certain characters. For instance, I was able to stop a deadbeat dad from drinking away his fortunes and forcing his daughter to sell herself to make ends meet by beating the crap out of him. Primrose, on the other hand, has the ability to allure people, making it possible for you to lead NPCs to specific locales or locations, as well as fight for you temporarily in battle. Both feature stories that had me interested, and the aesthetic of the game is beautiful. A real 3D Game Heroes vibe, even.
Oh god, not you two. Jeez, everyone has a hot-on for that game.
It's a good game, man! Voxel's Roxel!
Wow.
Here is where we get to what makes this game shine, the combat system. I have said before that most RPGs just have you sit down and push A and have no discernible strategy for the most part. Well, Octopath introduces the boost system with a guard break mechanic. Now, the team that made this game also made Bravely Default, a game that I started but couldn't quite get into. In that game, the fight mechanic is such: you can bravely use several attacks at once, leaving you with no turn for, say, 3 turns if you use 3 bravely attacks. Or you can default and store turns for later bravely actions. It's a neat system, but it leaves you with turns where you get to do nothing, and I just didn't care for it. Octopath fixes this with the boost system. Every turn you get an extra boost point per each character you have. You can then use 1 to 3 boost points to power up your attack or special attack. You can do multiple hits with your attack, or you can get your special attack to be extra powerful with each boost point you use. Now, the special attacks are used with SP points. Now, why this is important is the enemies have a guard that can have a set number of hits, 1 to 6, for the demo at least. You must hit them that many times with the type of weapon or magic they are weak to put them in a vulnerable phase where they take bonus damage, as well as it makes them lose a turn. Now, this led to several nuanced and interesting fights that never once felt like grinding, and added a layer of tactical strategy that was fun and addicting. Add on to this, the visuals are striking. Back once again are giant detailed sprites for bosses, and a very quick and exciting animation for the attack sequences make this my most anticipated game for 2018. Even more so than the new Fire Emblem game on the Switch. This game is going to be good. Now, the demo is out now and free for all Switch users, so download it and try it for yourselves. This could quite possibly be the funnest turn-based system I have tried yet, and I've played a lot of them. Now, my only fear is that playing 8 different stories could make this game long. And you always have to start up from level 1, but after playing each of the demo campaigns for an hour and an hour and a half respectively, I didn't get bothered by it. You level pretty quickly, and let's see, let's give this game a shot. Why don't you try it? Let me know what you think. So yeah, pick it up and play it. That's your homework.